I am Casey. This is my story. I grew up in a very Christian family. I was raised to believe in God and to be extremely devoted, and that worked out pretty well for me. But as I started to get into school, lots of kids liked to pick on me and neglect me from their groups because I was just an easy target. And I guess that probably went on until about my freshman year, and that's not really something that's too much fun to deal with just about every 5 out of 7 days of the week. And so I think for a lot of my life I always found myself sort of depressed, and I didn't really care about much. But I knew that if I trusted in God, I could make it through. I could make it to the end of the tunnel. I just kept praying every night, God, please save me. Please just help me know that you're there. I'm trusting in you to help me get through all this. I don't care about anything else, because I think around when I turned 15 years old, I started to kind of change for the worse. I became a very disturbed individual, and I just didn't really care about myself. I was angry at everyone all the time. I couldn't sleep, and it was just a vicious circle. And I was kind of just left to myself because everyone finally stopped picking on me and stuff, but it just left me with my thoughts to dwell on my past, and that made me angry. And I guess I couldn't see it consciously, but subconsciously I was definitely growing distant from God. And then next year at church camp, we were in a prayer group, and our leader asked if there was anything that anyone needed help with, for everyone to pray for. And it just suddenly hit me like a brick wall, just all this stuff. I don't know, it really opened my eyes to what I'd become. And so I managed to kind of just get out of my little comfort zone and talk to them about this. I talked about it with my counselors, with my leaders after that, and then I got some help, and I became a lot better after that. I became a much happier person. I was sleeping much more. My grades were improving. I was just a much better person after that. I immediately just zoomed back to God. I was so devoted. And so I've pretty much been that way ever since. And this is the happiest I've ever been. And it's all thanks to God. I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for Him. My Savior, He saved me. He helped me, gave me a purpose to go through all those years. And that was just life-changing for me.